I'm Bear Grylls, and I am in the jungle, and I've been dropped off, and I'm gonna show you what kind of survival it's gonna take for you to get out of an environment like this. I'm gonna show you just what sort of jungle I'm speaking about. Such a jungle out there. Now, first thing I'm gonna want to do is climb to the highest point I can see to get a proper vantage point of my lands around me. And sometimes what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to find a fence, and then another fence, and you can sometimes, if you're fortunate in your climbing techniques, you can make it to the top of the building, the roof. That's where I'm gonna want to be. Okay, here it is. It's where I found it. This is where I'm gonna want to climb up. As you can see, there's one fence built, and then another, and then the roof overhead. I'm gonna try to squeeze it through. So here I go. You're gonna want to get your handholds tight every time, cause you're not gonna want to fall. Okay, here I go. And I'm up. I'm above the first fence. Now for the second. It's a little rickety. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I made it to the top. And as I get further and further up, I can see more and more rooftops telling me that I am in a suburban residential neighborhood. And you can just look out and see all of the rooftops in every direction. And also, while I'm here, I know that it's the afternoon. The sun is passing this direction, meaning that this way is going to be north and this way is going to be south. And right now, the direction I'm going to want to make sure to go is down. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't take you with me on my journey downwards, but it was just too hazardous and I needed both hands, making sure as I'm descending that all of my foot and handholds were double checked, because I'm going to tell you, you only fall once and sometimes you don't get another chance. Okay, I'm down now, and you can see all of the lush vegetation all around, but I'm going to have to find civilization. And for that, I'm going to need, first of all, water, second of all, food. So I'm going to journey across these vast grasslands and stone canyons as I make my journey. This reminds me of another journey I took with other people. It's such a good time sometimes to sit back and think about how lucky you really are. It makes me grin and lets me keep going. And oh my gosh, what is this? This is a hose pipe. Water can be obtained from it, but it's kind of a tricky one. Make sure you go left. And as you can see, look at this trickly bit. This trickly bit here, and that is gonna be just delicious for me to drink. Just right out of the hose, just like that. I tell you, it's a little warm sometimes because it has been baking in the heat. But, you know, it really hits the spot on a day like today when it's really, really hot. Okay, so I've headed on a westerly path and found myself in an enchanted little clearing. So, even though for me right now it is devilishly hot, there's Hades, I'm going to show you how to build a fire, because sometimes it's not this hot and you really, really, really need a fire. So, what I'm going to do is I found a perfect location, and I'm going to want to clear it out because there may be some wetlands down there. Now, once you've cleared it out, you're going to want to take some leaves, just the dry ones, and some twigs as kindling. Kindling. See, these are a bit damp, so it may take a bit longer, but you're gonna want these dry bits, especially. And so I take my lighter and light it on fire. Sometimes it takes more than once. Okay, so since it's been raining, it's been very hard to find the dry leaves. But I believe I found some, I've got some twigs. So I'm gonna ignite. Here we go. And there we go. And you put some bits of twigs on it. Like that. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it lights. Sometimes you want to get frustrated at the wild, but with just a little perseverance and hard work, you can get the job done and do what it takes to survive in the. Oftentimes, wandering around in such a cluttered atmosphere, it's easy to lose your bearings. And so, I've taught you the trick about the sun, and that tells me that I'm continuing to head in this direction, which is the way I'm going to want to go to find people and civilization. And I think I've just stumbled upon something that's going to be very, very good news for me. If you can see in this direction, it's a pool. And natives know them by finding them in the back of white trash yards as bathing pools. But this, I got a feeling, is going to be just, cool and fresh water. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a dip in this pool, refresh myself, and then I will be on the way. Now that is refreshing as you're going to get in this sort of environment. And I would recommend, if you ever come upon a bathing pool, please, please take a dip in it. It is one of the best feelings you're going to get in the wild. Now that I'm feeling quite refreshed, I've got a feeling that I'll be able to cover some ground now and hopefully find my way home before nightfall. And as we're walking, I see a door. And hopefully what this door is going to lead me to is people, and people is what I want. Now, no trick for people in these areas is that oftentimes they'll hide a key to their door. And what you're going to do, you're going to look for it. You're going to pick up the mat. Not under the mat. So once you look low, your next direction is going to be, you're going to want to look high. And I don't know if you can see it, but I sure do. And I'm going to get that key. Alright, so I got it. And we're going to open the lock. Right there. Lock opened. As a courtesy to nature, you replace the key where you found it so the next person can use it. Motto is only take what you need to survive. And now I'm in. And as soon as I open the door, the cold rush of air condition hits my face. And I see that I'm in a home. And I walk toward the bedroom. And there it is. It's what I expected. They want me to play Guitar Hero. And this song seems appropriate, as sometimes in the wild you may seem like you're wayward, but what you gotta do is carry on, son, and you're gonna make it out of the wild to Guitar Hero to rock the crowd. I'm Bear Grylls. You have a good survival.